Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi guys, welcome to OneMinuteTennis.com. In today's session, I want to show you how you can get more power into your forehand stroke by having strong fingers and a loose wrist, and why the traditional suggestion of holding the racket loosely is a good idea, but it's not the best idea. Now, holding the racket loosely to get a flowing stroke is something that almost every tennis coach and golf pros, they all say this all over the world. And yet, many of the players that I see, they have taped up fingers, they have like a death grip on the racket, and they still hit the ball hard. Rafa Nadal has a very tight grip on the racket, but nobody says that Rafa struggles to hit the ball with power and with topspin. So how can this be? And the answer is that what he's got is he's got a strong grip and he's got a loose wrist. And when you do that, you really combine the best of both worlds. You have the free-flowing component of the wrist adding acceleration into the stroke, but you have the strength of the grip, making sure that you're controlling the racket head and off-center hits don't result in a loss of control. But how to do that? Now, for most players, a loose grip and a loose wrist go together, and a tight grip and a tight wrist go together. It's just natural. But the key to getting a tight grip and a loose wrist lies in the use of the left hand. You see, the way the human body works is that the two hands, unless we consciously do something to change it, they work together. As I'm talking to you now, if I talk with my hands, my two hands will move naturally together. It's quite difficult to do anything other than that. That relationship between the two hands is essential, because that's what we're going to use to get this powerful grip and still have the loose, free-flowing wrist. So as we begin the stroke, the left arm is across the body now. And now I'm going to draw the left arm back across the body and the stroke actually begins and we hit the ball. As you draw the stroke across the body, I want you to open your hand with stress and tension. This is relaxed. This is tense. This has a lot of stress in it. So now I go to the stroke here and now I draw the hand across and I have stress and tension in my left hand. I'm not thinking about my right hand at all. But when this hand received the information, the message to become open and stressed, the right hand couldn't open, it's got a racket in it, but it also became stressed, tight and strong. So again, into position, the hand comes across, tension the hand and swing the racket. And you'll feel, just as I felt then, the strength coming into the grip of my right hand. But my wrist didn't do anything. My wrist had no instruction to tighten and my wrist stayed loose and free-flowing. By using the left hand this way, you can add lots of power to the stroke and still retain control. If we tighten the wrist, then we lose speed. If we loosen the grip, then we lose control. But by tightening the grip and loosening the wrist, we have the best of both worlds. This also works on the one-handed backhand. I make the stroke here, I open my hand, and my grip tightened right through contact with the ball, but my wrist was still free-flowing and loose. So use the way that the human body works to your advantage. Make sure that as you play, particularly the forehand, that when you bring this left hand across, you tighten and open the hand with stress and tension, and you will have a free-flowing, full range of motion wrist with a tight grip. You'll have power and control. I hope this makes sense. I'd love to know how it works when you try to apply it to your game or the players that you work with. You know I love your feedback and I try to reply to every single comment. And if you want more help with your game, have a look at our latest book, The 1 Minute Tennis Serve Solution. We break down the strokes into detailed biomechanics, showing the anatomy and the detailed scientific movements of the stroke. And then we give you simple solutions such as this with really clear illustrations. It's easy to follow and really easy to apply for your game. And if you want more detailed help with your game, more personalized advice, have a look at what we're doing with online coaching. We're helping players of all ages, all levels, and all over the world with a unique blend of video analysis and one-to-one online coaching. For more info, have a look at the website below or email us for details. So remember, use the human anatomy to your advantage. Make sure that you have a tight grip and a loose wrist, just like Rafa and many of the others, and you'll have more control and more power in your ground strokes today. Thanks for watching and see you next time for more unique tennis lessons that really work.